The prom went on in Kyiv, but Masha stayed danced alone. That's the story of one night at Lyceum 237 in Ukraine's capital, and it captures something about what this war has cost a generation of young people in ways that go beyond the obvious. Masha Polska was 15 years old and an avid dancer. For months she had been looking forward to the group waltz at her 9th grade prom, a choreographed tradition that is nearly universal at Ukrainian school celebrations. She wanted to be the star. When rehearsals began last December in the school's second-floor gym, Masha and 9 other students practiced for around an hour every day. They chose their song, Love Story by the French artist Indila, and that melody became the soundtrack to their entire winter and spring. Prom meant everything to Masha. The war had already taken so much from her and her classmates. Parents had left for the front line. Friends had fled abroad. Air raid sirens and missile strikes kept Kyiv in a constant state of dread. Russia was relentlessly targeting Ukraine's energy grid that wintered, drones and missiles flying overhead on most nights, striking power plants including one in Masha's own neighborhood. Everything was exhausting. Waltz rehearsals were one of the rare things that gave these students something to look forward to. Beyond the dance, Masha was the one holding the entire event together. Prom coincided with graduation from 9th grade, which meant it was also a farewell for classmates moving on to trade schools. Masha herself planned to stay at the Lyceum through 11th grade, but she wanted the day to be especially meaningful for the friends who were leaving. This was their last chance to celebrate together as students. She started planning early. With her mother, she chose the restaurant where the class would celebrate after the dance. She picked the menu. She began imagining the perfect dress, thinking about how she would style her hair. None of that happened the way Masha imagined. On prom day in June, the boys arrived in black pants and white shirts. The girls wore dresses in every color. The room was warm and full. Parents, teachers, friends packed in together. The 9th graders shook off their nerves and stepped out in pairs. Artur and Kristina. Roman and Alexandra. Stanislav and Laura. Denis and Maria. And then Yair walking out alone. The music started. Yair went still. Then he raised his right palm into the empty air in front of him. For the next 3 minutes, he danced as though Masha were there. She was not. This is a story from Kyiv, Ukraine, reported by Siobhan O'Grady and Lyubov Shalutko for the New York Times. That's all for today.